Okay, I uploaded a video called "This Event Destroyed My Sanity," and I really do not think anyone believes that. I just don't think it's a believable statement. And because of things that happened, you may be like, what kind of things are you talking about? I'd rather not focus on that. Wow! Dueling and conquering areas reminds me of the old Satellite. Please do not talk about the old Satellite. I'm going to die. Uh-huh. What do you mean? Don't you know about the legendary team known as the Enforcers? That's the name of Yusei's old team. The one he formed with Jack, Crow, and Kalen. Doesn't Narcissar know this? The Enforcers took down all the gangs in Satellite and made the whole place safer. Safer. Right. So they were heroes, even before you met him. Sort of, I guess. Although, I don't think you want to remember, I don't think you want to remember what happened to Kalen. Just saying. Right, Akiza? I mean, Aki. Aki is just standing there like, Aki, what's wrong? Where is Yusei, anyway? Heh. We're right here! Anyone who wields a dual disc is our foe. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. But don't worry. We'll still give you a chance to leave in one piece. Yeah, hopefully I don't starve. Why do I think I'm not going to repeat that statement. What? Yusei's really into this. Yeah, it's fun every now and then to, you know, remember the old days. The days before everything went to shit. Haha. It's been a long time since we've dressed in these studs. You have the outfit that is closest to your current one, Crow, honestly. I should show people what that means. Although I can't tell that you changed outfits, at least. I'm less cursed, but damn, those outfits are similar. Like, if I wasn't paying attention, I would think that was your normal outfit. I never expected to don these rags again. I don't think you look that bad in them, but I'm definitely used to your usual outfit. Just saying. Their marks are missing. Does this mean Duel Links is recreating the past? I don't think so. Oh, hey, Bruno. A Duel Links sure comes in handy for these types of situations. Does it, though? Does it? Where is Misty? Actually, Misty can't really come to this game unless Divine does. Divine would have to come back first. And to be honest, as much as I hate Divine, I kind of do want to see him in the game. Just so I can destroy him over and over and over and over and over for what he did to me. You may feel like, what are you talking about? Context later, I suppose. I guess. You know, speaking of Misty, I'm just like, why would you try to drive a car off a cliff? And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. That still haunts me, just thinking about, why would you drive a car off a cliff? Wouldn't that, oh, wait. Oh, God. Well, yes, I imagine that, oh, God, that's dark. That is so dark. I forgot how 4Kids changed that. I guess. Unfortunately for everyone out there, we're the ones who are going to rule dual domination. Are you going to go insane again? Because please don't. Right, you say? Jack? Crow? Heh, of course we are. Just as long as you don't go batshit again. We had some wild times back then. And it's only going to get wilder now. Wild times? Dude, when was your life not wild? Seriously. You look after a bunch of kids. Kids are just insane. And they come up with some very weird ideas. Let's show them how he did it in the old days. Yeah, the old days. The days with... Anyway, that's right. The enforcers are back. Yes, I can see that. I'm not blind. Although sometimes you might wonder how I can miss something with my glasses on. Naki's just like, wait, what? Oh, God. So this is what Yusei was like back then. I have no idea what you're talking about. He's a lot different than how he is now. I mean, yeah. That's kind of what happens as you get older. And also a side effect of going through a bunch of shit. You know, seeing your friends die. I can imagine that would do shit to you. Oh, God. Anyway, moving on. I mean, I just don't understand what this means. Yeah, he was a lot cooler. Excuse me, Leo? Excuse me, don't say shit like that. That's rude. That's rude. Oh my God, don't say shit like this. What? Let me join the team. I want to dress like that too. You want to join the team and you want to dress... Dude? Dude, no. No. Just don't. No. You're way too young for this shit. You can't, Leo. That's right. You're not a ruffian like those jokers. Well, sure. I suppose you can say that. Oh, God. Hey, that's not nice. Neither was trying to kill you at what point? Okay, seriously, you weren't dead, but you definitely went through your fair share of shit, and you could have died. Also, what was the point in bringing this shit up? I don't know, there wasn't a point. There's no point to anything I say these days, honestly. You know, just because I can. Just because I can. Well, we've always had our fair share of critics. Duh! When you're a public figure, of course you're going to have critics. You're a public figure, so you have your critics. That's obvious. Although, the other ones obviously have their fair share of critics. I'm sure Kaylin has a lot more, but we're going to ignore that detail. We did it! This district officially belongs to the Enforcers! And I'm still in pain. Yeah. And now let's wipe out all the gangs in their areas. How many gangs are there? Leave that to me. Humph. Make sure you don't get caught over something silly like before. Yeah, but getting caught at all is just stupid. It doesn't matter if it was for a silly reason or not, just don't get caught. I wasn't caught, it was part of the plan. Was it though? Was it? Whoa, you are doing dangerous stuff. Well, what do you imagine when they talk about dual gangs? I imagine a lot of dangerous shit. Definitely, but considering the kind of place that Satellite was back then, of course they were doing dangerous stuff. If I lived in Satellite when it was in that state, I'd probably also be doing some dangerous shit. I mean, I've had my moments. Actually, maybe I should talk about one of them. Because it's funny. Really funny. So, basically, before I developed my fear of heights, I climbed a ladder and I was on the roof. It freaked my parents out and they wanted to know why I was on the roof. And I either pointed to the cat or I said the cat. I copied what the cat was doing. Now you can't really get me to use a pair of stairs to save my life. Okay, maybe I could use stairs if it came down to my life. But I would still be very scared. Like, what would kill me? Falling or flames? Oh, right. That's all I can think of that would cause me to just die. Dude, what if I had to go downstairs because on the top floors there were a bunch of people with knives and they wanted to kill me. Okay, this is why I need to be careful because this reminds me of the dream I had last night. And another dream that I swear was partially because of Kaylin. And then, wow. I've dealt with some dark shit. But the last dream, okay, listen, I had a dream that I was kidnapped and tortured, and then I was killed. I was murdered, and then I rewound the dream, and I ended up getting revenge. I went on this big revenge spree, and then what? Well, I'll be honest with all of you. That dream, I was tortured and then killed. Okay, fine. But you know which dream does the most damage to me? Not the torture. Oh no, not the murder. Or, other details like the person I love killing me with just a knife. And by the way, that was probably influenced by any number of things I've watched recently. And let's see. I had a dream last night that I was at the dentist and one of my teeth just was loose and it was coming out. And And that is not how human teeth work, by the way. But it was disturbing. Oh my god. That was torture. And then I woke up because I was just so freaked out over that. Ugh. So, yeah. Apparently my teeth falling out is more terrifying than being tortured to death. Oh, right. I'm in the middle of recording. Did I mention that in some dreams I just kill people? You know, just because if they're a threat to my well-being, I might as well just kill them. I don't understand how that became what I do whenever I have a dream and there's a threat, but, some people ask for good dreams at night, and they might get them. But meanwhile, I have this useless skill that I can just give myself nightmares. And you might be like, how can you give yourself nightmares? Well, it's a crazy story, but listen. When I went to bed one day this week, I'm just like, that was a nice dream. And I just hope I don't have a dream where one of my teeth is loose and comes out. And last night, that's exactly what I dreamed about. How do I get that so easily instead of just dreaming about what I want to dream about? Dear God! And by the way, most of my lucid triggers are in nightmares. And my biggest lucid trigger is pain. Pain is my biggest lucid trigger. That is how I become lucid. It has to be a nightmare, and then I become lucid faster, and I'm just like, and that's how you know you've had a lot of nightmares. Most of your lucid triggers are just in nightmares, not normal dreams. Oh no, can't have that. I have to have a nightmare first. You might be like, okay, your obsession is out of control. Bro, I cannot lie about this shit. It's just true. Like, honestly, my pain being my lucid trigger has nothing to do with being obsessed. Trust me. That's just how things just turned out. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know how did things turn out like this? So, what happened? Share and tell. I still think satellite would kill me. Did you really think you could defeat us all by yourself, Crow? You were wrong. Sure. I saw what you guys did. I saw everything you did. And you know what? You deserved it. You deserved all of it. Take a message to your friends. Let them know that this is what happens to duelists who challenge us. Oh, really? Because most duelists with skill are definitely terrified of you. Come on, guys. Let's talk this out. I'm sorry I came to your turf and challenged your authority. And if you believe that acting job, I've got a penthouse in Domino City to sell you. Yeah, after how I said that, I really don't think they would believe me. I don't think they would believe you. Because my acting was just as bad as yours. Although I was kind of trying to go for sarcastic, not what actually left my mouth. Hump. No one's going to save you. No one even knows where you are. This hideout is secret. Oh, really? Not in my memories they aren't. And I've got recency bias. Wait, what? I don't know if that's what... I don't... No, this is not recency bias. I really rewatched this. Oh, really? What's that in your dual disc? Is that a transmitter? Yes. Yes, it might be the same transmitter that they used when he was trying to, what do I mean, try? You know what? How about I just say it? No, I just... The video is long enough. I should get to work. Honestly. It's broadcasting our location. Yeah, it could also be broadcasting your voice. And then people know everything you just said. I'm sure that would be lovely. And he listens to Divine get very, very embarrassed. And by embarrassed, I imagine very pissed. Very pissed. And you know what? I just wish he'd stay dead, to be honest with all of you. Divine deserves to die. Oh no! Oh no! They're here! The enforcers! You're not leaving, are you? The fun's just about to start. Oh yeah, taking down dual discs is very fun. Until we have a winner, no one's going anywhere. And the loser's dual disc will be destroyed. Yeah! Now let's duel. I can't let you leave without thanking you for taking care of my friend. So please allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Yeah! You've been making life miserable for people in this district. That's going to end. That's going to end here and now. That's going to end here and now. Okay, seriously, I had trouble speaking English there for a second. I'm going to blame this on, who do I blame this on? You know what, I'm not even going to bother. My name's Kaylin, leader of the Enforcers. Leader of the Enforcers. And then you wonder why, oh dear God, why did you just say that? Why did you just confess that? Seriously. If all the duel gangs knew that, no wonder they knew who the actual leader of the Enforcers was. Your hocus pocus days of controlling this district are over. This district is now officially safe. Thanks to the Enforcers. We're never getting out of Satellite. We're never getting out of the Satellite. So we need to make this Satellite the place to be. Yes, I'm never getting out of hell, apparently. You might be like, what? Wait a minute, what? I'm just going to rename this country to hell. I'm just going to rename this country to hell because we're lying to people, man! Okay, you know what? I don't think I can justify calling this place actually hell. Although for some people it pretty much is. We need to wipe out these duel gangs and make the streets safe for everyone. Oh, right. Safe for everyone. We'll see how this ages. I already know how this ages. Plenty of people already know that. So, Satellite used to be crazy dangerous. Used to be crazy dangerous. You visited the place. It wasn't exactly safe. What do you expect? Zero Reverse really did a number on the city. Yeah. A Satellite was where hopes and dreams never had a chance. But Kaylin inspired us. He taught us to believe in ourselves. He showed that we had the power to change our situation. that we could control our own destinies. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was ever actually true. I mean, honestly. We're going to talk about destinies. How many people are dragged into becoming Darksiders? Just saying. And then those people couldn't stop that duel because they just got possessed instead. At the time, we would have followed him anywhere. But in the end, what I did to you was... Oh. Yeah, you guys remember, right? It was painful. What? What were you going to say? What happened next? Oh my god. Ugh. Do you really... Oh my god. You were also there. Sort of. I mean... Alright, you know what? Moving on. Leo, learn to read the room. Well, I would love to say that I can usually read the room, but I'm not sure I can. I think sometimes I'm oblivious, but honestly not always. Anyway, that's going to... Was that the prologue, or was that also episode 1? Let me check. Because I'm cursed! Okay, that was episode 1. Guys, that's going to tie things up for this video. I'm going to make another one.